All right. So this episode's coming pretty late at night here. It's like 12:15 in the morning. Um, I just got back from the comedy club here, and just felt like getting on and putting something up. What's going on, you freak bitches? Oh man, it's a good night out there. I'm gonna tell you what though, man. Sometimes some of these nights during the week, crowds can be so fucking weird. Like you guys, you're allowed to laugh at jokes when you're at comedy clubs. People like to push the limit there, and that's kind of the point. I guess at least that's what it is for me. I'm supposed to make fun of things that aren't really that funny. It's kind of where the real world meets yours. So, yeah, I don't know where I was really trying to go with that, but it was just an interesting night. I had some jokes that normally do a little better. It just got crickets, and then some jokes that honestly, it's like that it was barely a joke, and that was what it was like. It was the weirdest night. It was weird, but that's what you get sometimes. Can't win them all. Weekend's here. I wish it's going to be an interesting one for this guy at least. Hope you guys all have a good one coming up here. It's going to be snowing here in the Midwest. Fuck. I shouldn't even be surprised. It's like November 1st, dude. Or what is it, the 2nd now? Yeah, it's the 2nd. Like, obviously it's going to snow. Obviously it's going to snow. It's really not even... I don't get why we're always so shocked every year. Oh my god, the snow is here. Can you believe it? Yeah, I can believe it. It's winter. Actually, winter is not till like December 20th or whatever. Whatever, dude. You know what? It's fucking cold out. It's winter, alright? It's fucking cold. It's freezing. I'm go outside and I'm fucking frostbitten. I can barely talk. My fingers don't work very much. You ever do that where you get inside from being outside and you're trying to text somebody being like, hey, yep, I'm here, and then like your fingers move at 0.2 miles per hour? You can barely move because they're all stiff from being so cold. Or like you walk between classes and you're trying to get into your next class and you gotta answer a question, but your mouth is so stiff because you can't talk. Yeah. Yeah, I was just reading the news here. I just kind of like scrolling through some of the stories from the day. Dude, did you guys see? Like, I don't understand what is it with the news or with the zoos that gets people to just do like the dumbest shit. Like look at this. What zoo is this? Let's just take a look. This is California. So it looks like he was to Santa Ana Zoo in 2018. So this dude, I'm not gonna say his name. Yeah, fuck it, I will. His name is Isaac. I'm sorry. Then his name was Aquinas Kasbar, and he broke into the Santa Ana Zoo on July 27th, 2018, after the attraction was closed for the day. At the time, this dude was 19 years old, and then he cut a hole into the fence of the lemur, and then he cut another hole into the fence of the enclosure with bolt cutters, allowing a few of the primates to escape. Okay, so it looks like he's trying to steal the lemur, but a couple monkeys got out in the process. Alright. Animals were later recovered, blah blah blah. During this jaunt in the zoo, Kasbar stole now 33-year-old Isaac the lemur. Oh man. You should be fucking with Isaac, dude. Isaac hasn't done a goddamn thing, and you're in here, dude. Okay, this happened overnight, it looks like. Are you fucking kidding me? Dude, alright. Imagine just being a lemur, and you're just trying to eat your fucking berries and sit in your goddamn branch, and then fucking Kasbar comes walking around with his bolt cutters and just start snip, 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 snip. Big ol' hole. Boom, before you know it. You got primates everywhere. You got a lemur on the loose. You got dude named Kasbar stealing dude named Isaac. Dude, Isaac's 33 years the fuck old. 19-year-old dude wants to put hands on him. If this lemur would have been kangaroo-sized, he would have been tossing hands like in that one video. Remember when that dog got kind of like wrapped up by the kangaroo, and the dog's owner walked up and like was like, yeah, we're gonna fucking go, dude. Just like punched the kangaroo in the face. And the kangaroo was like, oh shit, dude, never mind, my B. Ah, Jesus. Alright, we're gonna go over to Illinois here, just another one. A 9-year-old boy accused of setting fire to his family home appeared in Illinois court. So, let's just do... This is fucking insane here. Okay, so let's do some backstory here. This is a 9-year-old kid here, okay? 9-year-old boy who is being charged with 5 counts of first-degree murder and counts of arson. Okay. Prosecutors say the boy intentionally set the blaze. Alright, maybe he did. Jesus Christ, man. I'm looking at this picture, dude. The kid's feet don't even touch the ground. His arms are up at, like, and I know I've already... Oh, man, I know I'm really soft when it comes to, like... I like to forgive people. Because I like to be forgiven. I fuck up, you fuck up, we all fuck up. Who are we to just sit here and just, oh my god, who are you? You need to go sit in this cage for the rest of your life because when you were 9 you did something bad. Like, I don't even think this kid has a fucking clue what's going on. His head is barely visible above, and they've got him, oh my god, they've got him chained up. Okay, sorry for the stagnant airspace there, but it looks like... I'm just going to read this. During the arraignment, Elwood's attorney, the kid's name is oh shit, I'm not gonna... Kyle Elwood, his name is, little guy. Of course his name is fucking Kyle, because why wouldn't it be? Oh my god. The memes just keep going, dude. His attorney had to explain to him what the word alleged meant, what the word arson meant, what the word... I mean, this kid doesn't even know what any of this means. It looks like Kyle left the courtroom in tears saying, "I'm sorry," with his arms crossed. Man. At the same time, Kyle's mother has been hit with a gag order restricting her ability to talk about the case. Now, here is what's so ridiculous, dude. Like, why is it that she can't talk about the case? She can't say a fucking word about the case. But all these news outlets can just pick it up like it's fucking nothing and just write, allegedly this happened, and maybe this happened. Could it be this? Could it be that? They can put all that shit out there. Nothing happens because of the First Amendment. But the First Amendment doesn't apply to her because it's her son? Like, that doesn't make any fucking sense to me. I mean, I'm not there. I don't understand the full dynamic, of course. But, Jesus, man, like, I coached a shitload of kids over the years. And, I'm a sibling to a fuck ton of kids, too. And obviously, everyone who knows me knows that. And I know kids do some things because they're hurt. You know, a kid who doesn't feel the love by the village will burn it down to feel its warmth. I heard that quote the first time when I was like 14 or 15 at a coaching clinic for, I don't remember what sport, but it's true, dude. If you are not going to show that kid enough love, he is going to make himself heard. Or she. It's just, you gotta love your fucking kids, dude. You gotta show them attention. I understand work's important. You gotta get the money to pay the bills, to have the kid, to have them, whatever. I get it, but how about instead of having the $300,000 house, how about have a job that doesn't require you at work 60 hours a week so you can see your fucking kids? Like, dude, with the dynamic of, like, the American family is barely there anymore. Barely. I mean, if the husband and wife are still married, which is pretty fucking rare, even though marriage rates have been declining, it's still not a very common thing for people just to stay married. It's unfortunately, and even if they are still married, they're always at work. So whether the kid is bouncing between 2 homes and 2 parents and step families and blended and blah 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 blah, not only that, if they are still married, he's never gonna fucking see him, and he's gonna sit in his room all the day anyway. Well, he's got siblings to play with. Dude, you're his parent, man. You gotta be there for him, dude. Man, it sucks because it looks like everyone is just staring at him like he's a fucking monster. I'm just like looking at... I just have such a tough time because... I don't know really what is going on. I don't really know why he set the fire. I know there's a lot of other kids. There's like 3 other kids that died and some grandparents and stuff. But it looks like this kid has schizophrenia, ADHD, and bipolar disorder. Fam. Guys, okay, let me put this in perspective for you. A brain is an organ. Okay? Your heart is an organ. If your grandpa has had like 4 cardiac arrest episodes and has heart disease, you're not going to be like, oh, grandpa, like, you can't go for a run because you're just, a bad person. No, you wouldn't. And if you look at a brain under a scan, they look different. A healthy brain looks different than a fucking depressed brain. And it looks different than an ADHD brain. It looks different than a bipolar brain. It looks different than a schizophrenic brain. Because the organ physically changes based on the damage that's done to it. Can you imagine that? Oh my god, it's almost like it makes perfect fucking sense, doesn't it? And then... But here we are, we have a 9-year-old being charged as an adult, shackled up in chains, who has no idea what's even going on to him, and the kid barely knows what the... I mean, dude, let's think about this. He's not even old enough to go to juvenile detention. But here's the state's position. State attorney, literally. I think he should go somewhere until he's of legal age to go to juvie, and then I think he should go to juvie. From there, then I think he should go to prison, because at the end of the day, whether he meant it or not, he killed people. Are you kidding me? Is that really where we're at? That's where we're at, guys? I feel like we're better than this, man. This is not where we're at. Alright, I'm gonna move on to another subject, because this one's starting to fucking bum me out. Dude, fucking okay. Why are there's like 4 stories in a row about it? It's just a zoo day. We're just gonna talk about the zoo. A woman jumps into lion enclosure at Bronx Zoo. Let's go ahead and just fucking take a gander. A woman risked her life when she climbed into an enclosure at the Bronx Zoo in New York and appeared to taunt a lion inside. That's always a good idea. Just walk up to a lion and start fucking taunting it. Because, lions are just the same thing as your cat. No big deal. Dude, they still don't even know who the woman is. So there's just a video around the internet, apparently. They don't know who this bitch is. This bitch just had her buddy go, hey, record this shit, check this out. And she wasn't from the Midwest because there was no beer in her hand. It was posted on Instagram. The woman is seen waving and dancing before a large male lion begins to stare at her just feet away. All right. There's a couple different things that could go on here. All right, before we even get down any further, important to note that there is a little moat of water between the woman and the fully grown male lion whose balls are dangling in this video, and it looks like they're bigger than my head. So, I don't know who you think you're fucking with, but here's the better question. How is it that this chick can get in of an enclosure, taunt the lion, have dudes record it, get out of the enclosure, leave the fucking zoo, have it be 3 weeks later, and have no one still know who the fuck this is? Like, dude. I mean, think about it. That Covington Chapel kid, how long did it take for everyone to figure out what the fuck his name was? Like 33 seconds. Because he was wearing a red fucking MAGA hat. But a lady jumps into an enclosure and, oh my god, who is it? We don't know. Shut the fuck up, dude. Go find this bitch. Are you crazy? Shut up. You guys are so fucking stupid. Alright, next up. We're just gonna skip that next one because it's stupid. Did you guys see that TikTok is currently being studied as a security threat under the U.S. government? Because U.S. teens, national adults, blah blah blah, are using it like it's fucking crazy. It used to be called Musically, and my little sister used to use it all of the fucking time. But guys, like, let's be real clear here about this stuff. If there's like an app coming up, or if there's anything in the world that everyone is suddenly jumping on board for, you should be very wary of that. That there's something fucking going on. If everybody is like, oh, let's all flock to this, fucking pump the brakes a bit. That sounds weird. And it's, nobody wants to be the critic who's an asshole. Like, if you don't want to be the guy who just watched Avengers Endgame and be like, I think they could have done a little more. You don't want to be that guy, but you also don't want to be the guy who thinks Epstein killed himself. You just don't want to be that guy either, because that makes you a fucking moron. So when it comes to things like this, Jesus Christ, I forget where the fuck I was going. Sometimes I start saying sentences, I just have no idea where the fuck I'm going with it. Plus, I just smoked a bowl before this, so I'm incredibly fucking, you know how that goes with your memory. Yeah, I was talking about, TikTok. Every kid is on this shit now. Like, every kid that I've coached is fucking... If they don't posting it on TikTok, then they save the video, put it on the Snap Story, and put it on Instagram. You guys got to be careful, man. You guys are putting up videos of what the insides of your bedrooms look like. You're hashtagging stuff. I mean, you have to remember, like, parents out there listening too. Like, this is coming straight from the Center of Missing and Exploited Children. Like, if you're hashtagging shit like bath time, or hashtagging shit like first day of school, or stuff like that, like, dude, there are fucking chomos out there who are following those hashtags to look at your kids. And the reason they're doing that is because they know that your profile is going to have so much information about that kid, where you live. Even if you don't have your address on there, you're going to have pictures of your house with a general location. It's pretty easy. This is my backyard, and here he is in the front yard, and you're like, oh, that's not me. Yeah, it is. Your kid's you took a picture of your kid on the swing set, took a picture of your kid playing basketball, put it up there, anything. Dude, you guys got to be so much more careful. Like the comedian Ali Wong, she catches heat for this because she never posts pictures of her kids' faces. She doesn't. And I think that's brilliant, dude. Like, her kids when they were young, she would like blur out their faces during pictures, and now she has them carry around like a stick with a blurry piece of paper on it so they can cover up their face and to take pictures. That is awesome. Her kids are not going to be the ones that get into Michael Jackson's house. It's not going to happen, dude. R. Kelly's not coming for her kids. You gotta, you guys gotta be so much more careful. Oh, it's everywhere. Kids are gonna be kids. Yeah, until it's your kid that gets abducted, dude. Like, you guys gotta be so fucking careful. I understand it's just spreading like wildfire, and this is just a super big experiment, man. Like, we're making up the rules as we fucking go. The internet is new. We don't know what's going on with it. We're all just newly connected. We've never had this technology where we've all been this connected before. And we're trying to figure it out. And we're going to make mistakes along the way. And that's okay. That's fine, people. I've had to realize this myself, and I haven't been the greatest at it in the past either, but like, admitting when you're wrong is so important, because you can't get better. The first step in fixing a problem is admitting that there is one. Like, you cannot fix it if you aren't going to acknowledge that it's there. It's like when Chernobyl happened and everyone in the Soviet Union was like, it's only 200 rem. It's at 18,000 rem, you fucking dumbass. Like, no. God. It's just because you don't want to believe something doesn't mean that it isn't real. Like, I can come up with countless examples of this. Countless. Just, there needs to be a little more accountability to everybody in the way they talk to. I feel like everybody on the internet's just kind of treating each other like it's the highway, Because when you're on the highway, you're not really sure who the other person is in the car. You just know it's another good person over there, and they're over there, and you're over here, and you're separated by this space, and you can get away from them. They can get away from you. But if like, let's say you're merging on to, like, in LA, the fucking 405. That thing is a piece of shit fucking highway. Did you get on that thing from, like, any time between, like, 3 p.m. and 6 p.m.? You're fucked. You're gridlocked, dude. And everyone's wailing at each other and trying to fly down the fucking shoulders, trying to get past each other, and it's like, you guys need to understand this, like, everyone's thinking about doing that same thing that you're thinking about doing, and it's not going to get you there any faster, because if everyone does that, this is going to be a big old traffic jam and everyone's fucked. But you're sitting in your car and you're all pissed because it's the other person's fault, right? And what's that person thinking? That it's the other person's fault. What are they thinking? It's the other person's fault. Well, the problem is that all of you guys are fucking in LA. Like, everyone in Manhattan was all, me, I can't believe the traffic. How, you can't believe the traffic? What do you mean? You went to an island where there's fucking millions of people stacked on top of each other like it's a fucking build blocks area. You guys don't even, it's amazing. It's like when dudes move next to an airport and they're like, man, the airplanes are so loud here. Well, yeah, it's a fucking airport, you dummy. Alright, I'm probably gonna head out here soon. This is not gonna be a longer podcast. This one's kind of short. What time is it? It's like, this has only been like 20 minutes. That's enough. Plus, I'm pretty sure my friends are trying to sleep on the other side of this wall, and I'm in here just yabbing away, petting my cat. Anyway, appreciate you guys listening to this, man. It's nice sometimes to talk out what's in my head. And it's nice to know, like, I see the numbers and I see what you guys are fucking awesome. What is this? This is my 3rd episode. I have a ridiculous amount of plays and downloads already. This is fucking cool, dude. It's fucking cool. I understand, like, at the beginning of this podcast, I was just bitching about how it was a weird night, but, dude, like, I gotta take this in perspective. Like, look what I get to do. Like, yeah, I still work. I still have a regular job, but it's I know, like, I can feel this bitch coming up, dude. Like, I know this is gonna work out. And I'm gonna keep going till I fucking get there. It's not even an option for me at this point. I'm gonna get there. And it's really fucking cool. I feel really, really lucky. And that's not even really a word. I don't feel lucky, I guess, because honestly, all I really did was I just decided to stop waiting for life to get better and just make it better myself. You have to do this and you have to do that. And no. You don't have to do any of that shit. You don't have to do any of that shit. And if your friends are sitting there telling you what you can't do and blah, 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 fuck them. You guys don't need them. What you need is the friends who are supporting you and encouraging you. And if they're critiquing you, it's got to be in a constructive manner. Because if they're just there to bring you down, why the fuck are you with them, dude? This is a speedboat race, and they're anchors. You don't need them. You don't need them. It's going to suck for a couple days. It might even suck for a couple months, but it's going to be a lot better than sucking for a couple fucking years, wondering what could have been if you would have just actually believed in yourself for 15 minutes instead of listening to your stupid fucking friends who are still where they are from back then. You know what I'm saying? And it's, I have a few that I've moved on from that now they're coming back. Oh my God, Jake, we haven't talked in so long. Oh my God. Yeah, I know. I know that. It's, you guys, it's not something I'm cutting people off or whatever. It's just, you gotta understand, like, you gotta do what's good for you sometimes. You gotta do what's good for other people, and you gotta help each other, and you gotta love everyone and be nice to everyone, but you need to take care of yourself. You need to take care of yourself, people. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and say goodnight. Thank you for listening. I love you all.